Howdy! Where's everybody at tonight? Waiting for everybody to get their notifications and file on into the chat room. Where is everybody? Come on in, come on in. Everybody needs to file on in here. Where's everybody in my chat room tonight? Waiting for my rowdy friends. Everybody needs to file on in here. Ooh, we gotta kill that. I don't want to hear myself twice. There we go. Hey, there's Weave's World. Glad to have you in there. We're waiting for everybody to get their notifications. Come filing in here tonight. What you been up to? I know there's more of you out there. I see the numbers going up in my count, so I know you're out there. Say something. Don't let the cat get your tongue. Yeah, I say that. I knew it was Weave's Gaming and you changed it up. Didn't change it a whole lot, but you changed it up some. Warrior Space Gaming is in the house. JD Knight 7 in the house. Frozen Fury is in the house. Rudy Mangro Jr. in the house. Well, I hope you can stay for a little bit, Frozen. I'm playing some Technetic beats tonight. You hear it on the mic? I know I hear it good in here, but I don't know how y'all hear it good out there. Yeah, big old howdy, Rudy. Yeah, hey, I'm doing great here. I'm just wondering how y'all are. Been wondering about my peeps all day. We got some Technetic beats a-going tonight. Cool. Another one with Technetic. I like that last one. Everybody share this around on your social media. I've done sent it out. But you share it all. We'll get some folks in here tonight. We'll go to rocking this house. Cool. 1.4. I hit 1.9 the other day. Headed for 2. Cool, Frozen. Good to hear. I know he's awful busy. One of these days, though, I'm going to try to hit him up and see if I can get him to do a playlist for me. They got all them youngins to take care of and a job and all, you know, so I hate to ask him to do one more thing. I know what that's like. Thank you, Weaves World. Appreciate it. Yeah, I sit there for, I don't know, it was like 5 days or something, just kind of teeter-tottering around to 19. Couldn't quite get it up over the top. It'd go up and then go down. It'd go up, go down. And then it finally took off. Yeah, Frozen. I mean, some days it's like that. It'll go that way for a while. Then all of a sudden, it blasts off. Just keep the faith. I had some people tell me they'd be here a little bit late tonight now that they changed the time, you know, and it's staying daylight a little bit longer. It's starting to get dark here now, but staying light a little bit longer. You know, people are trying to take advantage of the daylight, I think. They'll come filing in here. And I'll throw this out there to any of you that's listening to, or anybody that listens to this on Memorex after it's done. You know, if you have something that you're trying to promote that's worthy, you know, let me know. And, you know, I'll get y'all here on the show. If you got hangouts, we'll pull you in, let you promote it. Yeah, there's Al. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop is in the house. He's working on his album project. Yeah, Shelly and Shane won't be able to make it tonight. They've got a meeting that they have to go to. Mike Walker said that he'd be in here a little late too. He's up to something. Oh, holy smoke, Frozen. Well, maybe you do, and they just ain't thrown it out there on your page yet. Maybe that's... Well, you want to come on the show and talk about it? I can drop you a link. Are you afraid of the leopard fedora? I'll pull you in here and you can tell all the people about it. You just have to give me the yay or the nay. If you come in here, then you won't be able to finish it up because you'll be busy talking. There's a bunch of them out here, Frozen, that are doing logos and all that. Granny Monster is probably the one that I would send you to for a logo. You might hit her up and see what she could do for you. My banner on my page was done by Blaziken 219. Hope I'm getting them numbers right. Blaziken 219. Yeah, I think that's right. I've got her information in the description of the video there. She does banners. I don't know if she does logos or not. Okay, everybody should be signed up there to Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. He's going to be doing a video about this album cover that he has made in the collaboration that they did on Maker's Rock. He's going to be giving his artwork away. Yeah, Granny Monster, she's been on Green Bay Wacky Show and a lot of shows. She's pretty popular on YouTube. She does a lot of different things. She's very versatile. Yeah, Al says, go sub and follow me on YouTube and Twitch. You need to sub on your YouTube and follow on Twitch. I will have more detail in a few days. So go and follow me and watch and comment on the video. There you go. I shouted it out there for you, Al. Wow, I can't believe it. It's this slow. Everybody dropping this in their Facebooks and in our Twitters and their, I don't know, whatever other media you got. I don't know where everybody's at tonight. This is odd for it to be this slow. Holy smoke. Usually I got 25 or 30 in here, but now. There's Tanya Smith in the house. Good to have you in there, Tanya. How's everything in your world? Well, it's Monday, but hey, I always do Monday shows. That's no excuse. My live stream is always on Monday night at 8 o'clock. You can set your watch by it. If I don't show up, then figure that I'm dead. Either I'm dead or the internet's gone out. One of the two. Well, they need to get over it, Frozen. See, we got KN Telcom in the house. Good to have you in there. You didn't get a notification. Well, that could be part of the problem. I don't know why the notifications do not go out. I don't know why the bells get unrung. I don't know why the subs go away. I know there's people that I've been sub to for a long time, and all of a sudden I'm not sub to them anymore. I don't know. You know, I didn't do it. I don't know why YouTube's playing games with us like this. You seen it on my Facebook? Well, cool. Yeah, I tried to get everybody notified that I was going to be doing a show. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't even know what's going to happen on my show half the time. Just playing some beats, letting everybody meet each other and get acquainted with each other and bust up and bust down. You're at 421 on your subbies? Well, as long as it's going up, that's the good thing. You want it going up. Al says to win the album that he's working on, the artwork album cover thing, comment on the video he'll post in the next few days, and he's given the URL there, and the URL to Twitch. Yeah, that's a lot of the problem, Frozen, and I'm not playing their game. I refuse to play their game. The only part of the game that I'm playing is I want to get the hours, because I'm supposed to be up for review. If they'll review it, and if they approve it, then I'm going to dump it and tell them they can keep it, because they cheated me out of my super chat money. And that's when the fight's going to begin, because I'm going to tell them to dump it, and I'm going to tell them to either cut a check or return that money. Because that's not right. They're taking advantage of the people that are contributing to the creators, and they're taking advantage of the creators. Yeah, messing with an old redheaded woman is a bad thing to do. It's not good for your health. That's old redheaded women, man. I tell you what. We're as sweet as the day is long until you mess us up. You mess us up, that's a mistake. We'll be teaching you a lesson. The lesson is don't do that. Well, no, the famous ones aren't creating nothing except that they've got a lot of followers and they got their name out there being spread all over the place. I've looked at a little of their content enough to know that it isn't anything that impresses me, but you know, I guess kids need something to do. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Frozen. Just burning up the brain cells. Put something out there that's got some value to it. Seems like the more valuable content you have, the more that YouTube kind of slaps you around. And that ain't right. I enjoy myself over on Twitch. I may not have, you know, much of a fan base over there, or, you know, followers or whatever you want to call it, but at least I can go over there, I can do my crafting, and I can relax and enjoy myself. Over here on YouTube, since they pulled all this foolishness about the hours and the subs and, you know, all this constant berasion and censorship and everything that they're doing, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I feel like I'm rushed to get my project done because people don't have time to watch anything anymore. They're so busy trying to support everybody and hopping from video to video. And I know for a fact that people that are supportive aren't watching my videos. They might drop a comment and a like. They're not watching them. Because if they did, they'd probably have something to say better than the comments that they're leaving. So just saying. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the comments, but you know, if you're only watching it for a minute or two and not watching the entire video, what's the point of me putting the content out? Well, I guess there's a couple that didn't like my commentary. I dropped a couple, boom, right off the map. Well, I speak the truth. I mean, stop me when I start lying. Just telling it like it is. That's Elihadi Gilsper. I think I pronounced that right. Good to have you in the house. Made everybody in here. We got Frozen, Fury 009. We got Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Michael Katakowaski just came in the door. Tanya Smith is in here. Ken Telcom was in the house. I hope they're still out there. JD Knight. Scrolling on up here a little bit. We had Weaves World in here. And earlier, before I got going, we had Tammy Sanford. She said she was stepping out, but would be back. I haven't seen her say anything else in the chat room yet. Warrior Space Gaming was in here. Sue Beauty was here early. Can you rap with the music? Well, I don't know that I can rap with this music. I'm not Green Bay Wacky, not by a long shot. Mrs. Hopkins 73 is in the house. Yeah, it's hard to get views. You know, you can get comments because they'll stop in long enough to drop a comment and maybe a like on your video, and then they're off again. Now there is a group of us that are giving views to videos. We need more people that are willing to give views to videos. Play them in the background, whatever it takes. So if you're interested in that, drop me an email. My email is in the description of the video. It's brenda.gibson@gmail.com. And let me know that you're willing to give the list of people that need help. Yeah, I run into a lot of that too, Frozen, where, you know, you support, and you're not getting any support back. And I do as much as I can. And if I find that I'm giving a lot of support to channels that aren't giving it back, I even say something in the comments. I said, look, I'm here supporting you. Can you return the favor? You love my hat, Anna? Rocking the leopard fedora. Melissa Marshall, or no, that's Marisa Marshall is in the house. The glare from the lights there on the screen, I gotta back off of it a little bit to read it better. You're done with supporting? Well, so that's not a good thing, because if you don't support, then you're not going to get any support. I've got some channels that they are excellent supporters of my work. And then out of 1,900 subscribers to the channel, you know, the ones that are actually support would probably be less than 100. So, you know, you give some and you get some, I guess. Sun's setting well on the western front, huh? It's done set here. It's dark now. Looking at the windows over there. But the days are getting longer. It won't be long till it's still daylight this time of night. I'm reading what Frozen said here about the tags. Tags work to a certain extent, I think. I believe that a problem comes up when you start putting a bunch of tags in that have nothing to do with your video. I mean, you can tag it in a lot of different venues, but when people go do that search in that venue and then they pull your work up, they're not going to watch it because it doesn't have anything to do with what they're actually looking for. I mean, even a blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while. You might accidentally have somebody fall over it and say, oh, look here, look what I found. You know, it's like going down the rabbit hole. But I don't know, you know, if that'll do you a whole lot of good in the long run. Hey, there's Matt in the house. Awesome wood things. Good to have you in there, Matt. Matt, I'm going to do something for you. There we go. Yeah, type something in the chat. There you go. Well, there's a few of them strolling in. We got DC Kool-Aid and Lisa in the house. We got Carolina #1 in the house. Wide World of Trains in the house. MAW Just Window Cleaning in the house. Good to have you all strolling in here. Well, I've got to wonder how much searching is going on now with people looking for videos, Frozen, because since they changed up all the rules here with this 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, people are rushed. So they're not just spending a lot of time. At least this is my take on it. I don't think a lot of people are spending as much time just searching out content anymore. People are so busy trying to support the people that they're subscribed to that they're not out there looking for new content. They're not out there, you know, searching, hey, I wonder what's under this title and that. I used to spend a lot of time just doing searches looking for stuff. I don't do that anymore. I haven't got time. Oh, that's cute, Michael. Kick him in the ice hole. That's cute. Yeah, exactly, Frozen. I mean, you know, you got to take care of the ones that you've got and support them. One Eye's out there. You like the leopard fedora? Rocking the leopard fedora. Wonder if anybody recognizes that pose. If you recognize that pose, just put it out there. Yeah, I've got a lot of hats. Everybody liked the Mad Hatter hat so much that I wore it a lot, but I've got a whole bunch of hats. Well, we're all still learning it. And about the time we learn it, they change all the rules on us and we got to learn it all over again. I don't know if anybody has noticed or not, but they added something new today and I haven't had a chance to really research it and check it out. But when you go to your Creator Studio and you go to your video thing to do your live feed, if you're going in through, well, at least through Hangouts, I know, they used to have just 2 little tabs below that. The one I think was setting up for the OBS, and then the second one was setting up for the Hangouts. Now they've got one where you just use your camera, and I don't know how that works exactly, but that's brand new. I just went in there today, and I know that if you click on it, it brings up a thing on your screen that says that you're giving them access to your camera and your microphone, but I didn't approve that or, you know, go that route yet to see exactly what that would do. Well, I do live feed with a live show like, you know, this on Monday nights at 8 p.m. All the other, well, 99% of the other videos that I do here on YouTube, I record them live in private mode, and then I release them later as public. Then once or twice a week, I'm out of here with the GoPro camera, and I record things like the Woodcarvers meeting. I have to upload that. That's how I normally do it. But I don't know what that new setting thing is on there. Cartoon That dropped in. Good to see you in there. Well, at least you dropped in. Caroline's going to get some new dresses before they hit the new camera option. Yeah, you want to make sure at least that you're dressed. Okay? I wouldn't say you have to look like you're going to the prom, but you need to at least have clothes on. Wait, okay, now I'm going to make y'all laugh. All right. 5 years ago when I moved to this house, I needed a new TV set. So I went to the Sears store and I bought me a new TV, and they talked me into buying one of these smart TVs. And I thought, oh, that'll be really cool because it's got the internet and everything on it. Well, I get that thing and I get it in here and get it all hooked up, get the cable hooked up to it and all. And I don't like it. I mean, it's okay as a TV, but I wouldn't use it for internet because you're sitting clear across the room from the television set, and you need a magnifying glass in order to see the icons and stuff on it. You know, you have to be right up on the TV, you know, with your magnifying glass staring at it to see what the icons are. And I can't make nothing out on it, and, you know, trying to get stuff typed into it. But then they came out on the internet saying that when you have one of them Samsung smart TVs with, it's got a camera in it, and they can view you on this, you know, whoever they are, can access that camera every time that they want to view you. I guess it's supposed to be like to get your reaction to television shows and how long you watch TV and all such as that. And I'm thinking, okay, who are you kidding? If they have access to this thing where they can watch you on your TV set in your own home anytime they want to, they're going to be doing it. It's not just to see what TV shows you are watching and what your reaction is to those TV shows. They're a bunch of voyeurs. Well, let's just say that Brenda's given them a lot to watch. And there's probably a lot of blind people out there. If they watched me on that thing for very long, they quit. They quit watching anybody after that. And they probably went on a diet. Oh. Hey, there's Walker Outdoors in the house. Jessica Morales is in the house. Good to see you in there. Yeah, I'm just saying, Matt, you do not mess with no redhead woman. She will mess you up. Oh, you want to watch me through the camera on my computer or my TV set? Be careful what you wish for. It will burn out your corneas. Well, Matt, I don't know if you have seen my other channel or not, but I do have another channel on YouTube. You know, it's best kept secret on the internet, but it's in the description of this video. If you go down there, you can click on it, and I tell stories on there about things that have actually happened to me in my life. And there's a lot of things I can't tell on the internet. You know, it would have to be like a private hangout or something, but I could tell you some more stories. But people seem to get a kick out of it. The story times are me telling stories, and then ginger snaps, you know, being a redhead, you know, we snap once in a while. And so I do some ginger snaps on there. They tend to be pretty funny. And I don't know, probably some other stuff on there too. Turkey weddings on there. You've heard me tell about the turkey wedding. Joe Sankovich is in the house. Good to have you in there. And Walker says they won't watch him long at his house either. Oh, you can imagine people that actually have that job of having to watch through people's cameras or that being unbeknownst to them. I mean, I call that a big privacy rights issue. But can you imagine the stories that they'd have to tell? The ones on me alone would write a whole book. Yeah, Mike Walker there, Walker Outdoors. You talking there, the awesome wood things. That's Matt that was on my show last week. How you doing on that contest, Matt? Is it over yet, or are you still trying to get views? Get likes on your video? If you're still trying to get likes on it, drop the link there in the description. Let everybody go over there and drop a like on that video. I sent a lot of people to you last week, so. Yeah, Carolina 1, you're right. What's privacy? You don't get any of that anymore. There's cameras everywhere. Yeah, some of that editing thing, that's something I haven't really gotten into a whole lot. Because the only ones I do primarily for upload are the Carver's meetings, and I just record it. And my GoPro just puts like 10 minutes of video in a slot, and then you upload it and you have all these little 10-minute segments. So you have to edit it and splice all of them together. I just splice them all together and upload it. It is what it is. It'd be probably a lot better if I knew how to edit and, you know, cut stuff out and add stuff in, speed stuff up, and put subtitles to it, music or whatever. But I don't know how to do all that. I can splice it. And when's that contest going to be up, Matt? You might let us know that too. "68 weeks of blogging." That's over a year. It's only 52 weeks in a year. Now, is that a weekly or is that a daily, Joe? Okay. Matt just dropped the link there. It's Awesome Wood Things. Drop the link. He needs likes on that video. So if you all be so kind as just hit that link, go over there and drop a like on that video for him, because the likes on the video is going to be like 50% of the contest. He needs a lot of likes on that video. It closes the end of March, so, well, you got about another 12 days. They're going to choose the winner mid-April, about a month. Best of luck to you, Matt. I hope you pull it off. Build it, fix it, do it with Jay Wade's in the house. Jay Wade, I'm telling you what, he's awesome. If you haven't seen any of Jay Wade's videos, you need to bust up to Jay Wade. Hey, is a motivational speaker. Wow. A lot of fire under you. Well, back at you, Matt. Anything I can do to help you, I'll do it. I'm going to have to get over there and grab that video and share it around a little bit more in case there's other people that, you know, I happen to stumble across that I need to get that promoted to. I wanted to ask you too, Matt, and I'll just do it here on the air. I mean, shoot. You was talking about your wife having a cricket. And I'm wondering if cricket will cut wood veneer paper. Like, it'd be sort of like contact paper, I guess. It's got a peely back on it. Can you put that through a cricket, or do you have to just use their special paper? Because I've never messed with one. I've just seen other people have them, but I've got an idea for a awesome project to be done with wood veneer. But it would take an awful lot of nice hand cutting to do what I want to do. Might be better done on one of those kind of machines. Just saying. And you're perfectly welcome, Jay Wade. Stop me when I start lying. You know, I'm just telling the truth. Put them in the pressure cooker, Matt. Yeah, it would be kind of like contact paper that has wood print on it. I'm just wondering if that could be put through there or not. You program in your designs and stuff, let it cut it for you. Yeah. I just have a tendency to tell the truth, Jay Wade. I just lay it out there. Some people just don't want to believe it. Okay, cricket has a pressure setting control. How hard the blade presses on the surface. Okay, so you'd set it up to 100% to cut through. All right. Put it on the pressure cooker setting. You know what's funny? Talking about that, I got a pressure cooker a couple years ago, and I have yet to use it. People that have used them all their life just swear by them, but yeah, we never used pressure cooker when I was a kid at home, putting up food for the winter, and my mother was always scared to death of them. I guess they've improved them over the years and stuff, but I've got one. I'm just scared to death to mess with it. One of these days I'll get brave. I may have to take it like out on the patio or something. Just plug it in out there for the first time. If it's going to blow up, let it do it outside. Yeah, you can cut them with an X-Acto knife, but that seems awful laborious if you've got a machine that'll do it for you. So I was just thinking, you know, I'm trying to figure out what I would use that cricket for if I was to get one. You know, I want to justify the cost of it. Okay, Walker's got a phone call he's got to take care of. Shoot, he should have just, you know, got on here with me and we just played it live. Everybody could have heard it. We have no secrets here. Yeah, I don't know, Matt. I'm just a little leery because I've heard so many stories, you know, people getting hurt with them and the lids blowing off of them, and, you know, and I don't know what I'm doing with one anyway. So if I'm going to use it, I think I'll try it outside first. If it don't blow up out there, then it might be safe to use in the house. I got brave enough to order it, but I haven't got brave enough to use it. I was thinking that it would make some really good ribs. Pressure cook them instead of having to have them in the oven half a day, you know, slow cooking them. Well, Jay, I may have to get with you and find out exactly how to use the thing. One Eye's got one, uses it all the time. Makes beef stew with it. Okay, now I'm not real. I'd have to get the thing, take another look at it. It's been a long time since I've even looked at it. It's back in the cupboard in the utility room, but I know it's got that pressure valve on it. I'm not real sure how to set it. And does it set itself? You just fire it up, and then the pressure thing sets itself. And then before you take the lid off, you want to release the pressure and let all the pressure off of it before you try to take the lid off. Is that how it goes? Just put it on and hope for the best. That's why I'm talking about doing it outside. Oh, we don't need a film at 11, you know. Okay, the pressure sets itself. All right. I've been hovering around, you know, with a trash can shield peeking around the edge of it. Do I need to set it? No. Do I need to set it? No. At least I got a privacy fence around the backyard so the neighbors can't see me, you know. What kind of a mess I'm making. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, Matt. Yeah, you have to relieve the pressure on it. Well, I'm what? You're talking about trash can lids? Ow. Go to Walmart. They have some cool ones. I've already got the pressure cooker. I just haven't fired it up. Hey, Amanda's in the house. Good to see you in there. Chroma Storm Arts is Amanda. She's been on my show before. She's an acrylic pouring artist. Okay, I'll drop the link for the pressure cooker that he's got. I don't even know what brand mine is. You know, it's been so long since I've looked at it. It sat on the table for a long time with me just looking at it, and then I got to cleaning one day, and I said, well, we're just going to put it away until I get brave enough to mess with it, and it's still back in the cupboard. When I just lay laughing, he puts it on and runs. Journey to Healthier May likes the hat. You like my leopard hat? This is fuzzy too. It's all furry. Don't put napalm inside it. Now I'd probably put some ribs and some of my homemade sauce in there. I make good sauce. We're insane here, Amanda, but all the best people are. just like Alice in Wonderland. Get the roof cleaning supplies at Wally World too. Scrubbing the barbecue sauce off the roof. Oh. Something tells me I may need to film this. Cheryl Cal Midkiff is in the house. Good to have you in there. We're just talking about what a mess I'm going to make the first time I use a pressure cooker. Makes me happy Crafts is in the house. Good to have you in there. You love your pressure cooker? That's because you know how to use it. I'm making Al hungry. Matt dropped his link in there again. There's some new ones coming in the house. He needs likes on that video. So if you would be so kind, awesome wood things. Go there to the link he's dropped there in the chat. Drop a like on that video for him. He's in a contest and likes are 50% of the contest. So like it up. Smash that like button. Smash it. What did you miss? Hey, you miss a minute. You miss a lot around here, Al. Well, welcome, Cheryl. Good to have you in the house. Everybody here just meet each other, sub to each other, bust to each other, Lego to each other, whatever you want to call it. Join each other's channels, support each other, have a good time. We're all friends here. And we never know what we're going to talk about on my show. I never know what we're going to talk about on my show. We fly by the seat of our pants here and have a good time. Journey says that she has one and she's like me. It's brand new and she's scared to use it. Exactly. Because I was not brought up with one. I know my mother used to talk about people that got scalded with them all the time. Now, these were really old ones. And that she's talking back from like the 40s and 50s, you know. So you're talking 60, 70 years ago. Or longer with them. So I know they've improved them over time, but since I was never raised with one and never brought up around one and never knew anybody that had one that I could watch them use it, I'm a little leery to give it a first shot because I sure don't want to get scalded with it or blow up the house or the lids pop off of it and go through the ceiling. I don't know what it's liable to do. Yeah, mine's electric. Mine, you know, I just got it a year and a half ago now, I guess. Conspira Fact is in the house. Good to have you in there. You're new. Tell us about your channel. What you do. Tell us if you got a pressure cooker. If you know how to use it. Faye Blanchard's in the house. Hey, Faye. How am I? Same as always. Hunter and frog hair, twice as wiry. Mobile Madness in the house. Thank you. Appreciate that. You like my leopard fedora? Nobody yet has said what this is from. Conspiracy says that they got a pressure cooker, but they haven't used it in years. Well, see, I've got a brand new one that I have not used yet, and I've had it like a year and a half, and I've never used one before, and I'm kind of afraid to fire the thing up because I don't know what it's liable to do. And since I don't know what I'm doing with it, I really don't want film at 11. My 15 minutes of fame does not need to come from blowing up the pressure cooker in the house. Cheryl says that she just likes sharing videos of interesting stuff on her channel. Cool. Everybody in here is good supporters. So you would be wise to get subbed up to them, make friends with them, leave comments on their videos, drop likes on their videos, tell them you drop likes on their videos, and talk to them. That's what supporters do. Conspira says that her channel covers conspiracies, but fact-based. Cool. How much trouble have you had with YouTube censoring you? Because I know many of the channels that do the same thing you're doing have had a lot of problem with YouTube. And I will ask right now, Are y'all signed up with the YouTube union, YouTube Creators Union? I should have dropped a link to that in the description of the video, and I forgot to do that tonight. Let me go over here and grab it, and I'll drop it in the comment, or in the chat for you. It just takes a second for me to grab this and put everything where I need it to be here. There we go, there we go, there we go, and boom. That is the YouTube Creators Union video, and he's got the links in the description of it to join. Doesn't cost anything. The last time I checked, which has been a few days ago, he had over 10,000 members in the union. And my opinion is that every small YouTuber, every small YouTube creator needs to join that union. I like what the guy has to say. And if he represents us in the manner to which he presented himself on the video, I read something he posted the other day where YouTube's already reaching out to him. He's got their attention. So, I don't know. I mean, anything's worth a shot at this point, because on our own, we're not getting anywhere with YouTube. Oh, okay. Conspiracy. Yeah. One friend of mine that had videos up like that, they took about 33% of her content down. I mean, they just removed it. And because they didn't like it, so they removed it. With no explanation, nothing. Just boom, it was gone. And with it went all of her views, all of her support, all of the minutes watched, everything gone with her content. Just because they didn't like it. Carolina says, my mom used pressure cooker for fish, especially when father catches bunches of little ones. Mom just put fish with the bones, and at the end it's all soft and delicious. That's good to know. Now I've got an electric fryer. I don't know exactly what it's called. You don't put oil or anything in it. It's not like a deep fryer. It's like kind of like a convection oven type thing that you can put stuff in to cook it. It's supposed to be healthier to fix it that way. And I haven't used that thing either. Backwoods Billy Craft Beer Reviews in the house. Hey, how you doing, honey? Good to have you in there. Carolina Conspiracy was talking about, she does conspiracy videos, but they're all fact-based. Yeah, gone are the days of free speech on YouTube. Exactly. And I've got to wonder how much of this is a social experiment, you know, that they're trying to see how the populace will react and if we will bow down to whatever it is that they lay on us. You know, is this just a prerequisite to what may actually be coming in our real world? Just saying. I have nothing to prove it by, but just the wheels spinning. Good, Jay. Yeah, check it out. I like what he had to say. Yeah, Billy, he's a good supporter too. Get over there and sub up, say howdy to him. Is it an infrared cooker? I don't know. It's got a little basket that pulls out the front, and you put your food and stuff down in there. I mean, you can oil it up if you want to, but it's not like a deep fryer where you put the oil in and heat it up and then drop your food in. It's a basket thing where you just use just a tiny bit of oil on whatever it is you're cooking. You can put like small whole chickens in there, or you know, whatever, and it's supposed to cook them quickly, but they're supposed to be really tender when you take them out. I heard a lot of people saying really good things about it. And it's supposed to be a healthier way to cook because you use so little oil. Well, Billy Beer, I mean, it's close. You're only off by one letter. Well, I don't know, One Eye, that they're punishing us because of what the bigger ones are doing, as much as they are trying to keep as big a piece of the pie for themselves as they can possibly keep. And if they shut out the small YouTubers on getting any monetization or getting any money, I mean, even if they monetize, this doesn't mean they'll keep us monetized, and they will pull the monetization from any content that they think that they can get away with. And by the time we have it reviewed, the major time for the video being viewed and getting any money out of monetization will be over. So it's a big cheat scam. I mean, look what they've already done to people like me and Old But Not Dead, and I don't know, at least a dozen others that I could name off with the super chat. We were up for review for monetization before they changed all the rules. They hadn't even announced the change for the rules yet. They went ahead and gave us super chat. People started donating to our channels. And when we didn't meet their outrageous demands for view time on the 18th and 20th of February, whatever the cutoff there was, then they stole our super chat money, and they didn't refund it to the people that donated it to us. They stole it, plain out, flat, simple, stole our money. How much money did they steal? That's what I want to know. I want to know what the total number is of the money that they stole, not just from the creators, but from the people that donated it too. They've got that in the YouTube coffers, and they're keeping it with the promise that, oh, well, if you meet our criteria, and we'll review you for monetization. If you meet all of our structured rules and regulations, and we'll give you monetization, you get your super chat back. Yeah, how many more hoops do you have to jump through once you get that 40-hour or 4,000 hours of view time in order to meet their rules and regulations, in order to get that view time or get that monetization on your channel, so that you can get the super chat money that they're already keeping 37% of? Think about that. No, I'm not a big fan of the YouTube hierarchy at the present time. Can you tell? Hey, Walker's back. Good to have you in there, Mike. Yeah, it all adds up. It adds up to millions of dollars. I mean, I read you the statistics here a couple of weeks ago on the show. They got over 1 billion channels, 1,300,000,000 channels on YouTube. Now, they're not all top tier. You can bet on that. I'd be willing to bet you that there's way more small channels like us out there than there are big ones. I'd like to have I would love to have the total breakdown on how many channels have over 10 million subscribers out of that 1,300,000,000. How many channels have over 5,000 subscribers? How many channels have over 1,000 subscribers? Now, you know that the smaller your subscriber base is, the bigger the number is going to be for channels on YouTube. Oh, Mike, I love you. And Al says, what YouTube did was violate the existing contract they had with the content providers. So they changed the rules, and then they change and abide by rules up until the day they change them. And it's like, oh, you got super chat. Isn't this just wonderful? And get your people to donate to your channel. And then they say, oh, you had super chat. You don't have it anymore. Look how much money we get to keep. Yeah. And we're just supposed to be fine with that? I'm not fine with it. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not fine with it. Exactly. They need to cut a check. No more of this foolishness with, oh, you have to have $100 in there for us to be able to cut you a check. They're the ones that cut it off. If they cut it off, they can cut a check. Have Addicts in the house. I think well, I don't believe I seen you come in, but I'll say hey to you. Yeah, Carolina needs view time. And I'll repeat this again. If you need view time, drop it on my channel and say, in it to win it. You just, any of my videos, just drop that in the comment section, in it to win it, and I'll add you to the list. I've got a list of channels that need view time. If you are a channel that can give view time, if you have some broadband or at night, if you want to leave your computer up and you want to play channels lists for them, let me know that. Drop me an email. My email is in the description of the video. It's brenda.gibson@gmail.com. Just drop me an email. Say, I need the list. That's all you have to say. And I'll drop you the list. I'll know exactly what you're talking about. And you'll have the list of channels that need help getting their view time in. Conspira has to run. They're getting dinner in the pressure cooker. Thanks for dropping in. Be careful, don't blow up the pressure cooker. Keep that trash can lid handy as your shield. Oh, nobody will ever be able to use a pressure cooker again without thinking about that, will they? Well, thank you. Have at it. And if you wouldn't mind, drop me an email. Say, tell me that you need the list, and I will send it out to you. It'll be after the show, but, you know, send me an email, and I can drop you the list because it's too big for me to put in anything here on YouTube for you to get it. I don't know. There's probably, I'm going to take a wild guess, about 24 channels right now. I've heard that. I've heard that it can be messy and it can be dangerous too. I've heard people getting scalded with them. So, you know, I'm not up for that. That's why I say the trash can lid to protect myself. Crystal Cute in the house. Good to have you in here. We're just kicking it tonight, talking about whatever comes up. You never know what I'm going to come up with. We've been talking about pressure cookers, how I've got one and haven't used it, and a little bit afraid of it. I don't want to blow it up. I mean, you know, there's some things that you get new that, you know, if you use them and you mess them up, it's not that big of a deal. You know, you can always fix it. But a pressure cooker now can be dangerous if you blow that thing up. I mean, I don't want that to be my epitaph, you know. Crazy woman tried to use a pressure cooker and blew herself up. Okay, there's no way that I can drop it to you without an email. So, like I say, my email address is in the description of the video there. And if you just send me an email, then I can send you the list. Well, hopefully it works. Makes me happy. Kraft says they have a locking mechanism that won't let you open it until the pressure is reduced. So, you know, I had a vehicle a few years ago that wouldn't let you lock the doors if the motor was running in, you know, and the keys in it, and you were outside the vehicle. And I managed to do that. Don't underestimate me. How many hats do I have? Oh, gosh, I don't know. Probably a dozen, at least. You never know what I'll look like next. Wigs and hats. I can change up several times a day. That's what I say. You never know what I'll look like next time you see me. Yeah, see, there's a lot of that goes on. Have at it. You know, videos disappearing. You're subscribed. You know, you've been subscribed to a channel. All of a sudden, you're not subscribed anymore, and you didn't unsub from it. That happens a lot. The bells get turned off all the time. That's enough to drive you crazy. If the bell's off, you're not going to get the notifications. There doesn't seem to be any explanation anywhere to why their bots and their algorithms are doing that foolishness. Once you click the bell, it should stay clicked. Once you hit the sub button, it should stay subbed unless you unsub from it. But that's not the way it works. Oh, well, bless your heart, Frozen. You know my motto, Brenda's crafty, be like Brenda. Okay, she put her email up here, so I'll grab that. Okay, after the show, I will drop you the list. I got your email down here on my piece of paper. Driveway Workshop with Jim Beshears is in the house. What's the topic? Well, we've been talking about YouTube and all their foolishness, and we've been talking about me being afraid to use a pressure cooker because I've never used one before. I've got one, but I've been too afraid to try to use it, and how big of a mess I'm going to make the first time that I blow it up. Arlene Atkinsell in the house. And she doesn't get the notification when the bell is on. So now explain how that works. The only explanation that I would have is to make sure that your notifications is turned on in your computer. Because you do have a thing in Windows 10. Ask me how I know this. If it gets turned off, that you're not getting notifications from YouTube, you won't get them. So you have to go into that notifications thing and turn the YouTube notifications on. I had that go off once. It was like 3 days I didn't get any notifications from YouTube. I'm wondering what the heck is going on. And then I got a notification from YouTube. Something went up. So I clicked on the little gear that's in the corner of the box, and that brought up the notification page. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know this was here. And sure enough, YouTube had been turned off. So I had to turn it back on. I haven't had that problem yet, but yeah, in Windows 10, you have that issue. Well, now this old sonar says make sure that it's venting properly. How do I know if it's venting properly when I've never used one before? Because my idea of it venting properly and its idea of venting properly may be two entirely different things. Huh, well, that's interesting. Jim, I didn't know that. He uses a pressure cooker to distill water for his CPAP machine. Cool, have at it. Well, you'll just be ripping through this list when I send it to you. The pressure cooker hisses like a snake. Well, as long as it's not a snake, I'm okay. I know there's people that enjoy their reptiles, but I've never been too keen on them myself. I used to have some frogs and I had some lizards, but I've never ventured off into that snake realm. I used to raise food for snakes, though. A lot of the snake people would ask me, why don't you have a snake? I said, they eat the profit. Yeah, you're talking about that vent thing on the top of it. Yeah, like boom. Yeah, that's the sound you don't want to hear. I had to call somebody up to come over and get the lid off the roof. Make moonshine with it. Now, I used to make a good crabapple wine. Never used a pressure cooker, though. I had my own little still set up for that. Arlene says that she uses her pressure cooker to infuse butter. You see what I mean? You never know what we're going to talk about on the show. We're allowed to talk about anything. You can distill wine and make brandy with it. I'm waiting for Billy to jump in here and tell me he can make beer with it. Brew up some hops. Yeah, I use my slow cooker a lot. I like my crock pot. But if you're wanting to do up, say, something fairly quick, let's say them pressure cookers will cook stuff, you know, real short order, and it'll be just fall off the bone delicious. And I was thinking, man, that might be just the ticket for some good ribs. Oh, Lord, one eye. Mercy sakes. I don't want to cook in it after that. Nova likes my voice. Who's Nova? Sock broth. Oh, Lord. Sock pot instead of stock pot. Oh, mercy. Now, you saying that, though, reminds me back when I did a lot of traveling for work, I was warned not to ever use those coffee pots that they put in the motel rooms, because people had a tendency to try to wash their underwear in them things. They'd heat up the water and dunk their drawers in them. So I'm just saying, if you travel and you go to these motel rooms and they got them little coffee pots and you think you're going to make your morning coffee or tea or hot boiled water or whatever you're going to do in that thing, somebody might have put their underdrawers in there. Not appetizing. Yeah, that's nasty. Politico's Toys Playtime. Good to have you in there. Long time no see. I'm on every Monday night. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Put it on your calendar. Set your watch. Oh, she's gagging. Well, truth is stranger than fiction. I'm just saying. That's why the coffee always tastes nutty. Oh, mercy. It gives a whole new meaning to chock full of nuts, don't it? Yeah, never again. So you never know what I'm going to say on my show. You just never know. But that's a public service announcement right there. And you know Easter's coming. And if the Easter bunny comes and drops eggs on your lawn, don't eat them. They make real eggs. Just saying. M Trunk is in the house. Good to have you in there. Oh, we've been talking about pressure cookers and cricket cutters and little frying oven machine things and coffee pots in motel rooms. Yeah, the little chocolate eggs. No. Rabbit dumps them on your lawn. You don't want any of them. Break them up into your flower bed, but don't eat them. Well, see, Jim, you've been lucky because you stayed away from the coffee pot. It'd be a good way to get trench mouth, wouldn't it? Try explaining that. How'd you get trench mouth? I'm talking about bunnies. Years ago, I used to be on the farm, and I had a lot of rabbits. And the guy I knew came over to show his kids the rabbits one evening. We went out to the barn, and we was looking at all the rabbits, and I had a spreader over by the wall that when I cleaned out from under the cages, you know, I put all the droppings over in the spreader, and the kids got in there looking around. They see that spreader, and they see what's in it, and they asked me, they said, "What is that in that wagon?" Well, I have a tendency to be kind of ornery, so I told them, I said, "Well, those are bunny berries. That's what you put on your cereal of a morning." I said, "Before you leave, you make sure and remind me. We'll get you a sack of them to take home with you." That guy, he like to die. He's like, "No." Oh. Hotel room coffee. I'll just tell it like it is. That's all. They had a heck of a time getting them kids in the car because they wanted some bunny berries for their cereal the next morning. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what other gadgets I may have around here that I ain't tried out yet. Today, I finally put the flexi shaft on my Dremel. It had been laying here for a couple of months, and I finally got it hooked up today. And that was no simple task for this person who is technically challenged, let me tell you. It took me about an hour to figure that all out, but I finally got it all hooked up and working. It gets hot, though. Does anybody else have these things? These flexi shafts you put on a Dremel? You can only use them about 15 minutes before it gets so hot you can't handle them no more. I could put on some Kevlar and keep using it, but I figured if it gets that hot, it ain't good for the tool, so I've let them cool off. Okay, one eye says, I want to ask if, like I do make videos in 4K, would you think that also means you can watch it on a normal monitor? I have no idea. I am the most technically challenged individual you will ever meet in your life. I don't even know what making them in 4K is, okay? I fire this up, it does whatever it does. Well, the Dremel doesn't sound as much like a dental drill as my power carver. There's a power carver. Now that is a dental drill. And it has a real high pitch. The Dremel not so much. The Dremel doesn't spin as fast as what the power carver does. Well, you have a regular Dremel, then you take the end off of it and you take the collet out of it, and it has another kind of collet that fits in. You have to pull the shaft out of this tube and stick it in there and lock it in. And then it has this piece that you twist on to hold it all down. And then you have the big old long shaft part of it that comes off the Dremel to this pin-like object here. And it has this little button that you push to release the collet down in here, and you put your bit in it and put the nut on it to hold it all down. And then there's this wire that runs from the Dremel all the way up through this flexible cord into this pin down to your shaft. And this is supposed to make it easier for you to use this piece rather than trying to hold this great big old Dremel up over top of your work all the time. Now, it is not as easy as they make it sound. This is still fairly heavy for somebody that has arthritis, and it doesn't spin as fast, so you have to kind of hold it straight up and down on your work to work it. If you try to lay it down, it's just going to, spin it right off your work and make a mess. So you have to hold it right straight up and down. So it's not as simple to use as they make it sound. It's a little better than using the Dremel, but not all that much. Just saying. That's my experience. Your mileage may vary. Oh, Jim says, for the love of God, don't turn on that carver. Oh. Well, Jim, if you're going to make a big money with them, then you don't care how much noise it makes. And M-Trunk's explaining that you'll still see it just won't come through in 4K. Well, see, I wouldn't know the difference. because I'm technically challenged. Okay, you guys are talking all that technical stuff there and going right over the fedora. Well, it's not all that much easier on the hand to use, quite frankly. I thought it would be too, not really all that much. Because it gets hot. And you have to hold it so straight up and down, so it's not like a pen. You almost, when I'm working on my piece, I almost have to grip it like this because my thumb doesn't work like normal people's thumbs for holding things. There's no strength in it anymore because of the arthritis. So I have to hold it like this. And you have to hold it straight up and down anyway to drill on the piece. So it's not all that comfortable to use for me, but it's not as heavy as trying to hold the Dremel. But the Dremel doesn't get as hot as that thing either. Okay, you guys talking about the 4K and the 1080. See, I'm not that technically advanced. It just records in whatever it records in, okay? It doesn't ask me, it just does it. If it asked me, I wouldn't know the answer anyway. Well, the difference between the Dremel and the power carver is the speed, primarily. I mean, there's several differences, but speed. The power carver goes at like 400,000 RPMs a minute. It's fast. And so it's more precise and it does more detail work. The Dremel doesn't move as fast and tends to chew the wood up. The bits for the power carver are tiny, needle-like little bits. They're the same kind of bits as what they use at the dentist's office to drill on your teeth. The Dremel bits are a lot bigger. So those are the two main differences. The power carver works on air, Dremel works on electricity. Well, thank you, M-Trunk. Appreciate that. Dana's in the house. Live to learn, Dana. Good to have you in there, sweetie. Yep, Jim, it's fast. You saw my demonstration there on Simply Wooden Creations a couple weeks ago, didn't you? I was working on this project. Let's see if I can get all this stuff off of it here. I've worked on it some since. I'm doing the background with the Dremel, but the main part of this is done with the carver. I was working on this horse. And all the outlining on the horse and the flowers and stuff on it was all done with the power carver. The background that I'm carving out on it around the horse and around the flowers and stuff is being done with the Dremel. Because the Dremel will take out more material faster and it'll stipple more. So it's going to be a relief carving. Then once I get all the background carved out and stippled, I'll go back in with the power carver around all these detail lines in my design and give them a little more refinement with the power carver. So that's that piece I'm working on. Yeah, I use my power carver as an engraver. I engrave on glass, I engrave on plastic, metal, you name it. I've engraved on it with that thing. I love it. Not so much with the Dremel. Dremel chews stuff up too much to suit me. I can do it a lot faster and a lot neater with the power carver. Oh, Jim, how do you do it at the dentist, honey? Do you make them knock you out when you go in there? There's some people that do that and won't even have their teeth cleaned unless they get knocked out. I've been to the dentist so much in my lifetime that, you know, sound of the drill don't mean nothing. Turn it on, get it over with. Yeah, it's fast. Well, I carved that entire piece out there in like 30 minutes on Russ's show. It's just like holding a pin. I just moves through the wood just like cutting through butter. Well, I don't know. I could look up the exact. Let me see if it tells me over here on the website exactly what it is. Real quick. Yeah, it's 400,000 revolutions per minute. And I'll drop the link to it in the chat here so you can look for yourself. There it is. I was pretty sure I was right, but hey, I'm old. I've been known to make a mistake or two once in a while, but there you go. It's the same kind of carver that they use to make those fancy knife handles and gun stock designs and the designs that they engrave on the metal knife blades. All those real pretty intricate little designs, Southwest designs and stuff. A lot of times if you go to a gun and knife show, they'll have these air systems set up there and they'll engrave right on the spot for you if you want some kind of custom engraving done on your knives or your gun stocks. Well, say here, Jim, what you need to do is you get you some good hearing protection. If it bothers you that much, you just get you a good set of muffs, you know, and put that on your ears and have at it. Some noise cancelers. You probably have them anyway, don't you? You go to the gun range, put some noise cancelers on. Same thing, just cancel the noise, get to drilling. The noise doesn't bother me that much. I don't know. I'm just not that sensitive to it. Was not found. Seriously? I did a copy paste to that. Copy it again and drop it in there. There it is. Now let me click on it. Oh, it says not found. Why is it doing that? That's got to be something with YouTube. Okay, let me do this. See if it'll drop this in. I know they have a thing about not wanting people to talk about anything that they're not using for their Nope, it's not letting it go in that way. Okay. What you're going to need to do is go to okay. Go to scmsysteminc.com and then click on engravers, because it's not going to let me put the URL in there for some reason. I don't know what their issue is. Okay, let me try this. Okay. It didn't put that in as a hyperlink, Al, but yeah, that's where I'm trying to send them. And then all they got to do is click on, yeah, it still's not putting it in as a hyperlink because it doesn't have the HTTP in front of it. Interesting enough. But yeah, that's where you'll find it. Okay, have at it. I understand. Thanks for dropping in. After the show, I'll drop you that list. So you'll have it in the morning when you get up. Good to have you in there. Okay, I'll try clicking on that one now and see if that brings it up. Yeah, that brought it up. Okay, so Al found the magic formula to getting that to come up for you. Oops, I closed the music. Let me bring the music back. Holy smoke. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. I wanted to kill in the URLs and kill the wrong one. So yeah, he finally got it up there so that YouTube would be happy with it. Lord knows we want YouTube to be happy. I'm surprised nobody got the... Who was that supposed to be? Who did that? I thought everybody jump all over that and know exactly who wore the fedora. I believe it was an album cover. I know it was big about every advertisement that he made. Nobody got it. Everybody's got quiet. Maybe a 45. Does the name Michael Jackson mean anything to anybody? Billy Joel. Do you remember Michael Jackson with the fedora? Who? I thought that would be the first thing everybody lied on about that fedora hat. Yeah, Jim's up there in Gary, Indiana territory. What is a Michael Jackson? That's what a lot of people wanted to know when he was here. Holy smoke, Jim, seriously? Some people take anything ain't nailed down. Years and years ago, I had a little bulldog statue in my front yard, right in the flower bed, right beside the front door. And I had gone out about 6 a.m. and got the paper, and it was there when I walked out to get the paper. And about 8 o'clock, I went out the front door to get in the car to go to the post office or someplace, and my little statue's gone. So somebody in broad daylight early one morning come up and took my little bulldog statue right out of the front door. People just take anything ain't nailed down. No, that's a bowler. That hat that you just sent the URL for, Al, that's a bowler hat. That's not a fedora. There is a difference. Bowlers are round on the top. But see, I don't know who Kenny Wayne is either. But then, you know, I'm old school. I'm from back in the day. I'm from Vietnam era. Back when we had CCR and Carly Simon. And used to listen to songs like Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. BrendaG Wacky had a live stream going on Twitch last night. He was playing music, and he was playing a lot of stuff from the 80s and 90s, and I didn't recognize that stuff. That stuff my kids used to listen to. I finally said, well, play Money. And so he finally played Money for me. I think he felt sorry for the old woman in there with all the kids. Yeah, CCR, Creedence Clearwater. Run Through the Jungle. Susie Q. They had a lot of good ones. Matt, are you still in the house? Probably doing something else and not paying attention to the screen. Matt! Speak up, Matt! Matt, speak to me! Okay, I'm drunk. Good to have you in here. Glad you dropped by. Yep, Pink Floyd. Remember Pink Floyd? Money. Give me some. AC/DC. Oh, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Now that sounds familiar. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Now there's one I've heard of. Sammy Hagar. Of course, you know, back in the day, the Beatles were the rage. Elvis and the Beatles. Well, listen, everybody. A lot of them's having to cut out to go to bed, so I think I'm going to call it a night here. 9:45. We've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. But hey, anybody wants to send me any good recipes for the pressure cooker, get my email address there in the description. Shoot them on over. I'll get brave one of these days, fire that thing up, see how big of a mess I can make. Hey, the Scalia's finally showed up. Just I'm getting ready to kill the stream here. I was wondering where you was. I told you a while ago when I was going to be on. Yep, and my public service announcement about the coffee pots too. When I beware of the hotel room coffee pots. You don't know what they've had in them. Well, I'm going to bid y'all adieu for tonight. Be sure and watch all my videos. I put up one a day where I'm creating something. You never know what it's going to be next. And come and visit me over on Twitch. I do videos over there too. And come and visit me on Twitter and Instagram and on Patreon and the Etsy store. I've been putting lots of stuff up on the Etsy store. Mrs. Hopkins 73. Hey, when I was in high school, I had a teacher named Mrs. Hopkins, and she taught typing and shorthand in my high school over in Ohio. You would not happen to be the same Mrs. Hopkins, would you? Or know who she is? Just asking, because it, you know, truth is stranger than fiction. So that's kind of been running through my mind all through this show, that Mrs. Hopkins thing. I'll wait for your reply. Nope, that's not you. Okay, cool. Because that would have been wild, wouldn't it? Find out that was my teacher from back in the day. Wow. But it's good to have you in the chat anyway. And I'll be back live next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So mark your calendar. Set your watch. We'll see you then. Only one thing left to say. That's Brenda's Crafty. Be like Brenda. Bye.